Man, so happy that you are here. I've seen your work around the space. I've seen your work around Metaverse and crypto voxels and places like that. So it's great to actually see your face and talk with you today. I'm thinking like right off the bat, right? I've seen you do many things. I know, you built your venue. You're doing art, illustration. I see 3D. Are you doing music as well? So tell me about you being a multidisciplined artist. What's your creative outlets?
Well, it all started with like drawing comic strips. I love drawing comic strips, and I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. And in music, I used to write music lyrics in my notebooks all the time as well, next to drawing. Eventually, when I got older, like a teenager, I got into the production side of music and recording and things like that. And that's what really started all of the different creative directions. Is once I started to produce and record my own music, I wanted to film my own music videos. I wanted to direct the different projects that my music's going for. Because I always.
Okay, welcome to Rock the Block. I'm your host, John Block, and we are here for Low Key Giants Rock the Block. We have a special guest in the house. Super excited about Mr. Craig Blackmore. How are you today, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, man. So happy that you are here. I've seen your work around the space. I've seen your work around Metaverse and crypto voxels and places like that. So it's great to actually see your face and talk with you today. I'm thinking like right off the bat, right? I've seen you do many things. I know, you built your venue. You're doing art, illustration. I see 3D. Are you doing music as well? So tell me about you being a multidisciplined artist. What's your creative outlets?
Well, it all started with like drawing comic strips. I love drawing comic strips, and I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. And in music, I used to write music lyrics in my notebooks all the time as well, next to drawing. Eventually, when I got older, like a teenager, I got into the production side of music and recording and things like that. And that's what really started all of the different creative directions. Is once I started to produce and record my own music, I wanted to film my own music videos. I wanted to direct the different projects that my music's going for, because I always wanted to score movies. So I started to learn about the production, the way to produce movies and write movies and scripts and things like that, and different camera techniques. I went to school a little bit for it. But yeah, it all started with me making the music and needing somewhere to put it without actually having to apply for record labels or find someone to give me the platform. I wanted to always create it myself. So that's really what led on to learning more and more. I'm like, okay, I need this now. I'm going to learn how to do this. I was a photographer, needed to learn how to retouch and edit and do all that. So yeah, I just filled in all the gaps with more knowledge. And now it's at a point where for bigger productions, I know how to hire people to take certain jobs because I've done them before. So yeah, I'm like, if I'm going to be an artist, I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to learn as much about creating and the creative process as I can. So that's what really started that hunger to learn new crafts and new mediums and things like that.
Wow, that's amazing. So, and we know that this, NFT blockchain space allows you, like you said, to express all of those different creative aspects. And so what did creation look like for you before blockchain and NFTs and this kind of technology?
Well, half of it went to creating things for fun, and the other half went to freelance work. I did a lot of freelance work for a while. I had some creative jobs, like I've worked for Live Nation before. I've done things for Xfinity, like for their advertisements, and it's cool, but you never really get paid what you deserve with that. So that's when I started to do freelance, and that opened me up to more job opportunities and whatnot. But for the most part, I tried to create my own art and then find places to sell it, or do like music videos, animations for music videos or things like that. And then whenever I wasn't working on a bigger project, I'd have time to do more of my like free, fun art that isn't for anything in particular. And that's where my best stuff is, obviously, because it's just my imagination, and I'm not trying to sell, a bag of chips with a crazy animation. So for the most part, yeah, it was work and then some free art, figuring out how to make the business work, a little bit of free art. And yeah, once NFTs came into the picture, my free art now had a higher demand again. I didn't have to necessarily put so much up like so much overhead payment to get the art ready to sell, because usually, you know, you have to create it, make it perfect, print it out like 5 times to make sure the colors come right, or if you make your own prints, you got to go through that process. Then you need the gallery space to display it, and then comes the person that purchases it. And it's just so much in between creating the piece and getting it to the person that NFTs kind of eliminated or made easier, especially when you do animations, because that's still not a typical thing, selling animations on screens or animations for people to just have for displaying purposes. So NFTs filled a lot of those gaps. And yeah, and I've always been into VR, AR, and the metaverse, and seeing NFTs just solved so many gaps in my mind about monetization and digital goods or digital assets like cars and GTA that only 5 people can have, you know, something the same concept, but now it has a real world value. So all the money you put into your game or your virtual world is transferable to your fiat physical world, and that's just amazing. So that's what got me into it.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So what are some of your favorite platforms for exhibiting your work, spending time in, or just sharing it with an audience?
I'm kind of a rebel. So like I loved OpenSea. I still love OpenSea. OpenSea is amazing because, you know, it's like the index of everything on Ethereum. But Super Rare is great. I'm not going to lie. I love the kind of exclusivity of it. You know, you're not going to have your art next to someone who just threw something together in an app and trying to sell it at a ridiculous price. It's more artists who kind of understand their own value, collectors who understand what they're looking for. So I really appreciate that about Super Rare, and I don't mind putting some of my, you know, most valued stuff there. But other than that, I really like some of the alternative marketplaces like NFT Showroom on Hive. Ghost Market on Phantasma is really cool. And even Hic et Nook or Hen on Tezos is pretty cool. It's just because, you know, that one's really experimental, and it's really cool to see what a bare bones decentralized platform behaves like, because, you know, a lot of the platforms we used to have been tested and they've been around for a minute. That's new, and that's really naked, and all the features of it are actually separate from the actual platform. So it's really cool to see what happens with that and what kind of art is placed there when only a few people know about it, things like that.
Low key giant.
Well, I got into crypto in 2017 during the initial Bitcoin bull run, that first one. And I always held some tokens since then, but I kind of put the technology on a back burner because, you know, it was over after the crash, and then everyone was like, all right, back to regular life now. And I was kind of the same way. But I remember during that research, I learned about different things or different ways that artists were using blockchain technology to authenticate their art via scannable stickers. And after things started to shut down in 2020, I was always prepared to go virtual. You know, like that was never a new thing. But I wanted to find a way to have an edge on it. And at that time, I was looking at other investments, other cryptocurrencies to get into. Ethereum was still under $200 at the time. And I was like, well, I know Ethereum's going to do great. So I got really into Ethereum and the technology behind it. And then when I started looking at art and Ethereum, OpenSea came up. And I was like, well, this is great. It's like Instagram, except you have the potential to actually make some money off of your own work versus Facebook getting to make all the money off your own work. So I threw some pieces on OpenSea to just see what happens. And a couple collectors. We have Pharaoh from NFT.Black was one of my first collectors. Lander was one of my first collectors. And after that, they kind of brought me into the game. Some taught me the ropes, taught me like what this really was. They're like, you know, Pharaoh was telling me like, yo, you don't know what you just stepped into. He's like, yeah, it's art and all that, but dude, no, listen. And he was telling me about what was going on in Asia, because it was huge at the time in Asia, and how he was showing me different artists who would drop like a card series that would sell out in hours. And I'm like, what? I'm like, this is a thing? And so I was all in. I was like, there's nothing else going on in the world. Everything's locked down. So I'm like, I'm going to learn about this, and I'm going to get into this because it makes sense for what I'm trying to do, bigger picture. And yeah, I haven't looked back since. It's been like at some point I was even dreaming about crypto stuff. You know, it was so much to learn and such a cool new world within a world. So I stumbled upon it.
That's amazing. Well, you're in this now and you're doing the thing. So what tips, like if you had to simplify it, right? Maybe like what 3 tips would you give to artists who maybe they're on the outside looking in and they're seeing you, wow, Craig's getting down. He's actually selling work and he's doing his thing. What 3 tips would you give to a new artist?
Research. Do your own research for sure, because now that NFTs are as popular as they are, there's a lot of bad markets and there's a lot of good markets. There's a lot of projects that literally just came up 30 minutes ago, and they're going to tell you that it's been there forever and that it's, flawless, when in reality, even the old markets aren't flawless. Be careful what you meant. Don't steal people's artwork, and avoid scams. Protect your email address, because most people are open with their email, but in crypto, you need new identity. So you need new email, new phone number to work with, all that to protect you from what's out there, because it's still the Wild West and the scammers are lurking. Stay patient, because collectors, like I said, it's new. There's not 1 million NFT collectors yet. There's maybe 1,000. Artists are collectors too on the lower end, but like the actual whales who are collecting, it's only a few of them. So you got to be patient, especially if you're dropping expensive work. It may not sell now, but the blockchain knows the date that your work was minted, and that's important. The older it is, it still gets value, just like collectible coins. That's what you gotta think of your artwork as. I look at it kind of like, this is the art that goes onto a collectible coin. So you're etching your art into this token, and this token allows you to attach music to it, allows you to attach digital goods to it, 3D objects to it. So yeah, it may take some time before the collector comes, but keep promoting yourself and yeah, keep your head up, because it can get crazy. You can create something that's so dope, and your friends can create some stuff that's so dope, and then you see a random person out of nowhere sell like pixelated poop for $1 million. It happens. It's gonna happen. But that's got nothing to do with you. So don't let it, deter you from getting involved and learning about it and finding your way to use it, because it's new. No one owns it. It's decentralized technology. So if you have a vision for it, this is where you can test it, because people got money and they're supporting ideas that are good. On Twitter, you can just ask someone to pop up, It's pretty cool.
Wow, that's really amazing tips. Everybody definitely rewind, go back and listen to those tips again from Mr. Craig Blackmore. Those are awesome tips for getting started. So, Craig, tell us about current or upcoming projects that you have right now that we all should know about and keep an eye out for.
Well, I'm working on something I've actually been trying to do is figure out how to create my own, almost like a television series mixed with graphic novel, mixed with, just I had a lot of ideas, and I'm finally at the point, skill-wise, resource-wise, and outreach. Like my outreach is good enough that I can start to create my little universe. So the main project I'm working on is designing the characters, the settings, the story, the backstory, and everything about this universe that I'm creating. It's theoretical. It takes place in the future. But all the NFTs that I've been dropping recently, the animated ones, are connected to that universe. It's showing bits and pieces of that universe. It'll all make sense soon when I put it all together. But I'm working on an EP called Life is But a Glitch. And that EP is an introduction to this world, this universe. There will be virtual places that you can go, galleries that show art from it. And the universe is kind of a dystopian future that is not going to be too far from what we're experiencing in Western society today, Eastern society too. But it's based off of now, it's based off of the past, and it's based off of concepts of the future. It's based off of different religions. I have a lot of deities that are going to be in this universe that are actually part machine. And I also just dropped the first episode of a YouTube series called Explore the Metaverse with Craig Blackmore, where we're literally just going to go check out virtual worlds on like crypto voxels or different, small bits of the metaverse that people are developing, things in Oculus. The first episode, we talked about NFTs. We looked at the homepage of a few NFT platforms. It's all about the metaverse. So it's kind of like the MTV Cribs of the metaverse. And just dropped the first episode on that. I'm going to work on the next episode later, and we'll have that dropped in a few days too on YouTube. So yeah, I got a lot going on, just bringing it all together and putting it out there. So if you just follow me on Twitter, you'll catch it.
Awesome. Hey, well, we appreciate you taking the time, sharing some amazing tips and background about your story, and we look forward to experiencing more of your work. Thanks for making time today, Craig.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Rock the Block. Your host, John Block. We have a special guest in the building with us today, Mr. Ethan Berg of Agora VR. Ethan, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Thanks for joining us today. So Agora VR, I had a chance to experience it. It's pretty amazing. So tell everybody, tell us about Agora VR. Tell us about your vision and how it all got started.
Yeah, it sounds great. We actually recently changed the name to Agora World, just to kind of more bring that into concept. But I mean, ultimately, I guess I started this during my junior year. Sophomore year at Temple University. So I'm a recent graduate as of last May during the pandemic in 2020. And, I came to this vision because one of my really good friends graduated slightly before I did. And he moved across the country to California. I'm based in Philly. And we learned really quickly that outside of video games, FaceTime and video chat plus text and social media, there wasn't really a lot for us to bond over and to do together. So our initial vision was to build a virtual reality shopping platform where, retailers could build their own storefronts, upload 3D models of their products. You walk into a mall, you see other shoppers there at the same time as yourself. And, we quickly found out it was a novelty because Amazon has about 1 million options. Our stores had about 40. So, while it worked great and it was a really immersive concept, we came to find out that the thing that really brought people together was that fact alone, was bringing people together and having something that you can truly experience together. So since then, me and my co-founder, Sky Knight, me and him actually have pivoted slightly last August to building an immersive social platform. So overall, it's an open 3D platform, and the goal is really to transfer the lonely, flat 2D experience that we have now into a living, breathing 3D ecosystem with an emphasis on real life experiences in a digital format.
Wow, that sounds really amazing. So what kind of events have you done so far, and how's it going?
Yeah, I mean, it's going great, honestly. We've held things from, we held Philly Tech Week's opening event a couple of weeks back in conjunction with PACT, which was a phenomenal event. We had people from the Philadelphia community come to this event from Philly, LA. We had some in Japan that showed up, which was really awesome. So, we had face-to-face real interactions with people that you normally wouldn't be able to take part in this. We've held a career fair with Diversitech Summit back in March, 250 attendees. On average, they spent about 1 hour and 40 minutes within the platform itself, walking around, interacting with one another, meeting potential hirers, and then meeting potential candidates. And then from there, we've done art galleries, nonprofit fundraising events. We're dabbling in retail a little bit. and we're getting into tours now and classes and education.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. I say, and I had a chance to visit one of for Philly Tech Week, and it was really awesome. I had a chance to meet some new folks, swap some information and emails, and it was great. And I love how it really feels like you're right there in the experience, And those kind of social norms I see are still in place, right? So if it's a group of people talking, you don't necessarily want to just kind of, bum rush that group. You kind of wait your turn or someone's walking by. So it's really cool in that way.
Yeah, much more fluid. I'd say it's, we found that it's really natural is the thing. It's like you're used to it from real life. So even those that aren't technically the most technically sound, they're not the most adept at using this kind of stuff. They find out really quickly it's just like real life, and they're able to navigate and interact with people just as they would if they went to a physical location.
Yeah, very cool. So let's talk about features. What kind of features are embedded in this Agora world?
Oh man, there's a ton. I don't even know where to start. So I guess the main thing that we're doing is the foundation, right? So ultimately we're building that ecosystem. We had someone compare it to WordPress for 3D was the way they described it. Because as I said, we want this to be a community-led ecosystem. So I'd say at the core, which is what we've been focused on, is the ability to host 3D environments an infinite amount. The social interaction system, the fluid interaction, echo cancellation, cross-platform development, and then obviously some no-code customization tools, which I would say that's probably our biggest unique proposition from our standpoint, is we've tried to make it so that anybody can create their own immersive social experience. I myself have no coding background, so if you asked me to change the color of something, there's no way I got that. I'd figure it out, but it's not my domain. Obviously, like I would say, as one of the lead designers on this team, and obviously along with my technical co-founder, we've curated a vision that will allow us to make it as simple as creating a Facebook profile to actually develop these spaces with simple walkthrough steps, uploading an image, uploading a product, video, typing a description, title, put a URL, and you select what slot it goes to. On that wall, I want it on slot 5, I want it on table 2, slot 37, and when you press save, our system will place it there for you. So you don't really have to understand how it works to begin reaping the benefits.
Wow, very cool, very cool. So this concept you had in mind prior to COVID?
Yeah, I guess so. We started the the shopping platform in 2019. Okay. So I guess we were a little ahead of the game. My dad used to bring home all the new technology. We were always into video games, me, him, and my brother. So he brought home the Oculus Rift, I believe, with S.
Yes.
It was just, it's literally, it's unbelievable. The Quest is another level now. And I think it just really opened my eyes to the possibilities of what you can really create and, again, experience with other people. That's the main thing that I'd say we found is really lacking. Like what can you really share? What memories can you make with other people online?
Yeah, for sure. So what's your, you're definitely a visionary in what you're doing with the Agora world. So what is your vision of the future? How do you think, we are going to interact socially moving forward?
It's a great question. I think in-person's here to stay. Anyone that's kind of against that, I think is a little delusional, not to put a term on or label on anybody. But, I've heard a lot of other founders that are creating virtual event and those kind of platforms that have said, I love virtual events so much better. And in reality, it's just not true. Anyone that says that, again, they're lying to themselves. So I think that the way we're looking at it is that the online experience is lacking in that it doesn't feel real. And with the technology currently available, I can't even imagine what's going to be available in the near future. But I feel as if we can kind of transform the online experience to be similar to that of in-person, but provide all the benefits of online. No geographical barriers. There's unlimited information that you can tap into at one given second. So it's a lot easier to curate that worldwide web network, I guess, that we're heading towards, the spatial web. But I do believe a hybrid space will be the main future. I can imagine 10 years from now, you go to a conference, there's an in-person experience and an online experience, and they're literally linked. In person, you're wearing AR glasses. Online, you're within the virtual metaverse. The space is identical. So you scan a 3D model of Philadelphia Convention Center, let's say. You put the booths in the same exact location, practically the same design, same exact space between all of them. so it feels real. And while they're walking through the space in person, they'd be able with the AR see those virtually walking past them in the digital format in the same geolocation. And those that are online using camera technology, crowd control, AI type stuff, they're going to get the biometrics of those in-person people to be scanned into the virtual world, so you can have that merged interaction. And I think that to me is inevitable. I don't know when it will happen, but I'm very excited for it to be the case. And I mean, I more look at it because at this point, we're a global ecosystem. We're a global community. I really don't like the geographical barrier side of things, because at the end of the day, we have people going to the moon. We're going to be sending people to Mars. So to say that we've got people in multiple worlds, yet our global community is not able to connect in a real way yet, is just, it's upsetting, I would say.
Sure. Yeah, that's really exciting. So let's talk about, end users for you, right? So what kind of end users are you looking for? Like who should go, seek out Agora World? Are you looking for the artists? You're looking for the business? You're looking for everybody? Who are you looking for?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, we want everyone to have access. That's why we're creating these no-code customization tools. Like there shouldn't be a technological expertise barrier or a money barrier. I mean, it's pretty expensive to get these things developed at this point. As you know, you're involved in all of these kind of things. So, I think tools like you use CryptoVoxels, you use, VR chat. There's a lot of other platforms that have created an easier way to get it done, but you still need to understand how it works. So I would say for us that main end user is the person who isn't into video games, the person that really doesn't know that this is possible yet. I mean, we've had 80% of our users have told us they've never done or seen something like it before. So while it's out there, the awareness isn't quite there, the exposure isn't quite there. But ultimately, I mean, I'd say our main clients that we're going after first are universities and corporate organizations.
So once again, Ethan Berg with Agora World. Appreciate you taking time to talk with us, Ethan.
Hey, thank you for your time. I appreciate the opportunity.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Metaverse Mondays. Today, we're going to split our time between CryptoVoxels. It's kind of bright in here. Sorry about that. CryptoVoxels and Decentraland. Both of these are Metaverse platforms. Both have different features. Some are, one is better than the other in certain ways. One is better than the other in other ways. So today we're going to launch right into CryptoVoxels, and we're going to hit up actually, let me sign in first. For most of these metaverse spaces, you have to actually, have a crypto wallet. Pretty soon I'll start doing step-by-step lessons on how to get a crypto wallet. If you're an artist, how to mint your first NFT, and and we have a lot of content. Make sure you go to lowkeygiant.com, lowkeygiant mag on Twitter and Instagram. And let's dive in. So we're going to rock out to today. Let's kind of start out with a little bit of Corso from Beanfield. And let's cue it up. Let's go. Let's dive in. new favorite track. All right. Still logging in. Give me a second. Let me shut down. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. Let's go. Ha, 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 ha. Let's get it now. Go. Yeah, we in territory now, baby. Welcome to the metaverse, baby. Come on. Let's get a little dance on. Start our day, right? Start rocking. Oh, yeah. It's okay. You still rolling. Let's savage it out, though. Oh, here we go. Hit it, TYWHO. We're in territory, baby. Rock the block. Bring it on, TYWHO. Let's get it. Rock the block, baby. Let's get some up rocking there. Get your energy up. Let's go. NFTs are the future. Spatial web is the future. Bye-bye Instagram. Bye-bye Facebook. Bye-bye Twitter. We're the future. Beam into the metaverse. Join us on Twitch live right now. ATH Arts Design, baby. Ha, 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 ha. Let's take a look around. Welcome to territory. Virtual venue for the arts. go. This is our hood from the territory, Crypto Voxels. Rock the block, baby. Recognize that guy? That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Yeah. Gotta savage it up a little bit now. Let's floss on it though. Let's floss on it. Let's floss on it. Yeah. Morning vibes, baby. Get your coffee, baby. Make this money. Be your crypto. Rock the block, baby. Ooh, that felt good. All right, let's go. Let's be serious now. We're very serious. Actually, what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch up. We're gonna go put up some John Block. Let's get it, or some well-dressed villains. Let's do that today. So we don't get flagged. Copyright flag. Let's go. Now, actually, we want to well-dressed villains.
I wanna move with you in the light.
By 10 o'clock this night, some are ready for action. Some are not.
Come on, girl. Let's go. Ah.
Baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Pretty young thing, breaking hearts is a crime. We got baby doll girls in Brooklyn.
Yeah, low key time, baby.
Mixed in with the grind. Baby doll girls in Brooklyn.
Savage on.
Breaking hearts is a
Savage on.
Catch a whiff for her scent before it dissipates. See Brooklyn, I just want to taste. We could double date, or maybe we could get away. Far and escape, see the stars from space. Skyscrapers, filled with young heartbreakers. High heels on the street, pretty feet tickle later hardly. The kind of lovely you expect to see. Rolling through the block, sex in the city. She knows that you're pretty when she say, come and get me. And when she clicks the heels 3 times, my home is ready. I'm regulated and I'm down with the energy. So many girls, many colors like graffiti.
We got baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Sweet perfume mixed in with the grind. Baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Pretty young thing, breaking hearts is a crime. We got baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Sweet perfume mixed in with the grind. Baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Pretty young thing, breaking hearts is a crime.
Let it all flow, baby girl, that's just baby fat. Come over here and let me show you how I handle that. Let me show you local love, I'm a local star. Bodies deep at the bar, you know how we go. Chain your bike right here to the street pole. Let's rock away to the beach, take a nice stroll. You in complete control, tell me where you wanna go. Get a word or a nod, I'll make it so. Cause you looking good, no mistaking, no faking. I'm pacing, deep breathing, you're close to perfection. So tasty like bacon, I'm loving your fragrance. You're mine for the night, please don't tell me you'll take it. Yeah, and I'm ready for you, alright. Real deals, future deals, if we get it right. Hold hands, chemistry, yeah, I understand. Golden, I just wanna be a man.
Baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Sweet perfume mixed in with the grind. Baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Pretty young thing, breaking hearts is a crime. We got baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Sweet perfume mixed in with the grind. Baby doll girls in Brooklyn.
So let's see where we're gonna go today.
Breaking hearts is a crime.
Walking down the street.
Alright, one last.
Falling at
We finish the track.
because my scent is so enticing.
Enticing.
Strike hearts as quick as lightning.
Come on, let's get it.
Walking down the street.
One more time.
Boys falling at my frenzy. Cause my scent is so enticing. Strike hearts as quick as lightning.
We got baby doll girls in Brooklyn.
Let's get it. Hump day.
Baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Pretty and thin, breaking hearts is a crime. We got baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Sweet perfume mixed in with the grime. Baby doll girls in Brooklyn. Pretty and thin, breaking hearts is a crime.
All right. Let's get serious. All right, let's see what's popping up in the metaverse today. Let's see when the events are going on this morning. All right, let's see. Okay, we got, there's a Crypto Art Panda Festival. Let's check that joint out. Seems like there's a concert going. Let's teleport. Let me turn up my ambiance, all that good stuff. All right. Ain't nobody here, son. What's this? Okay. Is this it over here? I don't see anybody here. CryptoVox was acting a little wonky today. I'm in the ground. Man, the tracking really off on this. Or is it just in his... Oh, it's just inside of his joint. I like the vibe. I should fly. Oh shit. Oh man, what's going on here? Crypto. Let's go back inside. This. It's weird. Let's see. Dope. Crypto Panda is a 1 month long crypto art theme events of China crypto art community. Dope. Let's check it out. Cool. Like the music. Get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. Oh. Okay. That's cool. Why can't I stop? Something's off with the physics today. I can't hold down the button too long. Alright, well, I'm gonna go someplace where it's jumping. Let's see where else is jumping. Alright, no other live events. Alright, let's look at some womps. Let's see some womps. Shit was interesting. Ooh, what's this? Let's start from the top. Magic energy. Let's check that out. flying. Settle down. Ooh, these are super dope. Interesting. Let's check this out. Let's bookmark this. Magic Energy Matthew Stone Gallery. Okay. Take our time here a little bit. Let's bookmark this bad boy. Possibly. Let's give him a little love here. There we go. You know what I'm saying? You got to be nice in the metaverse. Okay. Let's see what his works are pricing at. They look pretty good. Yeah, definitely like, it's like 3D. He's playing around with heads. All right, I'm just going to pop over into OpenSea, see what this is, the range of his work. See how much is, what are you pricing at right now? Energy Portal number 34. Should bookmark this. Add to my reading list. I like this a lot. Pricing history. Does he not? Can you post without actually having a listing price? He just posted this too, 15 hours ago. Let me see. I like it. Add it to my favorites. I log into OpenSea. It's very important to get your crypto wallet set up. Go to Coinbase.com or set up the Coinbase app. That's a good way to get started in crypto. Trades Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, it's just trying to get a range of his work, but it's all right. Let me see. Make an offer. Wow. So he sold 13 pieces, 28 ETH total. So let's 28 ETH now. 28 ETH in dollars as of right now. $96,000. Fuck, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? This work is super dope. Like, this work is definitely getting highlighted. Look at this joint. What's the price on this joint? It's weird to have no music. Let's kind of get some music going. All right, a little music in the background. A little quiet gallery here. But what's this here? Start. Man, these are legit. Like, legit, get them printed. Have me at home and your virtual space. All legit. Who's the artist? Let's see. Let's fly. Remember, Crypto Voxels is made for flying. Are you an energy portal? I dig this. I dig this work. It's hard to find really good work in the metaverse. Basically, I'm streaming on Twitch. I don't know if you're familiar with NFTs. And for my Twitch crowd, I'm on Instagram Live too. And we're just kind of exploring Crypto Voxels, which is like a virtual reality metaverse world. But if you want to check it out live, just go to twitch.tv/ATH Arts Design and see what I'm doing on screen here. Price NFTs, but this guy sold $100,000 worth of artwork digitally. Remember, it doesn't exist in the real world. It's all digital works. Let's see what's up here on the second floor. Some nice work up here too. Man, CryptoVox was acting real wonky today. Be a hand, show me that you care. Let's see what this is like. Is it the same artist? Maybe. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Super rare. What we got? What's this pricing at? Must fascinate it. Not listed. That means it's expensive. Let me sign in. My MetaMask. Not my Coinbase. My Coinbase wallet always pops up. Now, I don't know why. Oh man. Okay. Why can't it connect, bruh? You know, maybe I'm not signed up. Maybe that's it. Okay, I gotta sign up. I thought I was signed up though. But maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not. Okay. All right. It's a good find today. That's good. Good progress. I think we're gonna go a bit longer today. It's a good gallery. All right. Where else too? Let's check another one. Let's check another one. Okay. There's a lot of good stuff. What's this? Dada. Okay, it's loading. Give it a moment. Let's get it. Well, this is nice. It's still loading. Let's give it a second. Let's switch back to the last song. It's better for this spot. Yeah, better move for this.
Hola Chucha, ¿cómo estás?
Extrañado.
¿Cómo estás, mi amor?
¿Cómo está?
Estoy bien, Chucha.
Nunca me veo. Me haces mucha falta. Darte mucho besito.
Yo quiero verte también.
Cuando te veo.
Esta noche.
That's dope.
Ok.
All right, bookmark.
Ok, te veo ahorita.
Adiós.
Bookmark this joint.
Baby girl, let's take a trip to the lake. Let's chill and just live and vibe out. You already know how the city get. Let's dip and let's hide out, girl. You is the baddest, she is the baddest. It's the way that she talks and she smiles. A woman from Brooklyn, good looking, she wanna be with you. August for show. Baby girl, I wanna take you around the world, live life on private planes. I wanna see you in the pool, cause the shape of your ass is so perfectly framed. Girl, I know that you wanna please me. Like Mariah, give me honey. Shorty, what's up? I know you a freak and she always horny. But she really, she honest. She working, she ballin'. My baby girl, she is hard on the neck, she having me rollin'. The way that she moving, she break me off. I think I am falling. She never been with a dude like me, and she gets to wake up with a baller. Baby, good morning. It's 9 in the morning. I I love how you wake up and jump on the wood, you be trembling, moaning. Girl, when you on it, I love when you on it. Girl with that long hair, that big booty, those hips, that cookie is awesome. I know that she love me, she throw it back on me, and she doing whatever it takes to keep me interested, and I love it. Baby, I noticed we live for the moments, and I wanna make you my solo because you are so important.
Maria, please, please don't stare. Give me your hand, show me that you care. I need a beso, I need a beso, I need a beso. Dame un beso. Maria, please, please don't stare. Give me your hand, show me that you care. I need a beso, I need a beso, I need a beso, dame un beso. Yeah, squeeze tight, no more talk, I'm here tonight. Hold my hand, I'm in your life. Funny, you tell me when it feels right, you know that's right. Now what to do? Not here for the games, I'm here for you. My heart's on the wall, how I want you to. Smile on my face when I see you. Remain true. Now I just got back to the BK. Too long have I been far away. Swear to God that I missed you every day. How could I forget such a pretty face? I'm head over heels for your groove. I'm loving the way you move. I'm with this. On the knee, I'm bad, truthless. Still a kiss, baby, you have it set. Maria, please, please don't stare. Give me your hand, show me that you care. I need a beso, I need a beso, I need a beso, dame un beso. Maria, please, please don't stare. Give me your hand, show me that you care.
Out here hating on us, they don't want us to go. But you already know, gon' keep doing what we do, baby. Let's show how we do it. Yeah, I'm Batman, she Robin, Bruce Wayne and on these jokers. Damn right, I'm so elaborate. I'm swagging, she swagging it. Titanic Rose jagging it. You already know how we do. So fly on some Jasmine Latin shit. Slacking, never. You already know this forever. Money rolling.
Those times that we're here.
Only right, we going in. Guess what we on? That cause John Perry on. You already know that she on. So hot, yeah, that we gone.
Maria, please, please don't stare. Give me your hand, show me that you care. I need a beso, I need a beso, I need a beso, dame un beso. Maria, please, please don't stare. Give me your hand, show me that you care. I need a beso, I need a beso, I need a beso, dame un beso.
Ha, 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 ha. Oh, yeah. I'm in the theater. I'm coming back. She is so cold, but she's a heater. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, let's check out another one. I think we may dive, if bandwidth provided, we may go into Decentraland a bit, but a little laggy because I'm on Wi-Fi right now. So let's go check out the Power Gallery. Come on. Fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah.
They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label.
Been here
fuck
too.
the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. Fuck the label, they trying to take money off my table. What the fuck do they think? I'm a 3-in-1 package deal like Optimum Cable. They didn't make me, I made myself through hard work, discipline, dedication. It's time to enjoy my total worth. Full, ain't no appetizer, and no A's don't make you wiser. So stop trying to play me like guitar wires. Only we control the strings till our destiny. Spread our wings, endlessly to achieve what's gonna happen inevitably. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no stopping we going forward. Brooklyn, New York. Fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my tables. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table.
This is our shit, so we taking it back. Fuck contracts, y'all trying to jack. Now this ain't rap if it ain't about facts. If it ain't about facts, then it must be whack inside my soul.
Okay.
Keeping it dark with
9 o'clock on the switch.
We back in control. Yes, it's a fact.
To animation.
So not out of my mind. It's time.
So give me a second.
Drink our own wine. We were so wound
Come
up.
back in a minute.
Cut that cord and rose above the line, scrape off the labels.
And then we may do some more metaverse stopping, but we at 9 o'clock, metaverse mornings.
And even the people who try to control you with things that are beautiful, so you buy more. This system
every day, 8 o'clock for a little boost. Little taste.
We got the stamina to win this fight. Real heart and soul, our crew is tight. This is our life, we earn stripes.
Fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my tables. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. I said, fuck the label, fuck the label, yeah. They tryna take money off my table. You arrogant pricks.
Yeah, we all got our reasons for hustling, chasing them dreams. Yeah, what motivates you to go get it?
This is why we
get up every day, get out the door.
This is why we keep it up.
Check shit off your to-do list, whatever. We all got our reasons.
This is why we keep it up.
And this is our reason.
This is why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up. Why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up.
We go way up to the dream take us high. Way up like a star in the sky. Way up to the bullshit bye-bye. Way up like a bird we fly.
Way up, way up.
We go
way up, way up.
We go
way up, way up. Like a star in the sky. This is why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up. Why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up.
Hey yo, Annie, we all in. No yellow tape, no caution. We in this bitch to the very end. We ain't here to fuck around, we here to win. All our heart and our soul in it. Blood, sweat, and our tears fill it. We've got to react so that the world won't break our backs. In fact, push back if you need something. What a real whack life if you ain't got nothing. I remember back when we were hustling. Moving silent on sidewalks, just me mugging. And we kept on coming cause we wanted something. Still on that grind, so our dreams do come true. Give it all away if it don't mean nothing. Follow your heart's gotta lead to something. Let's go.
This is why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up. Why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up.
We go way up to the dream take us high. Way up like a star in the sky. Way up to the bullshit bye-bye. Way up like a bird we fly.
Way up, way up.
We go
way up, way up.
We go
way up, way up. Like a star in the sky. This is why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up. Why we keep it up.
world is this? Change first name from rags to rich. The best of the best, my granite wish. The best for the best, serve up the dish. I made the list, now life is better. Woven dreams like cashmere sweaters. Cold in the winter, money changes weather. Better to see sunny bodies on Caribbean seas. Check, 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 check. Made a D, yes please. Put it on my tab at a tip for your feet. Place my drink right here in the shade. No more hot plates or bills unpaid. White sand beach is a mile long. Such a beautiful thing to put your fam on. Then it hit me that my new number on my net worth grew, so I had to go and get a new phone. Now I'm gone.
This is why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up. Why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up.
We go way up to the dream, take us high. Way up like a star in the sky. Way up to the bullshit, bye-bye. Way up like a bird, we fly.
Way up, way up. Way up, way up. Way up, way up. Like a star in the sky. This is why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up. Why we keep it up. This is why we keep it up.
Fine taste, real estate, red carpet, showcase, tuxedo, ace of spades, $1 million toys, fully paid. Time for play, you know you wanna hang. So carefree, I'm never gonna change. Never pay attention to my domain. So who would the better man? I just flow, now got stacks in my hand that I just can't fold. Stocks in my name that just ain't sold. Yeah, got bricks, platinum and gold. I'm not gonna glow, my soul is old. Now hear a different story than what's been told. See a different vision than what's been shown. The reason is our life is gonna keep it going. This is why we keep it up. Ain't nobody gonna stop me.
Tonka tough all day. Yeah. Stay villainous. Stay well dressed.
I'ma still keep doing me.
And always make the investment.
Anywhere, everywhere.
Yeah. We infinite.
You know this.
You have one voicemail message, which is due for deletion.
Hey, calling from the label, and production was telling me that there might be a misunderstanding, and I'm sure it's just that, just a misunderstanding, that you're going to be releasing your own music, and so I just wanted to clear that up. If you could give me a call at your earliest convenience, wanted to straighten that out. As you know, that's your part of the label, and that would be our responsibility, but I'm sure it's just a miscommunication. All right, look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.
Well-dressed villains.
Promises. She keep making me promises. Primal promises. She keep making me promises. Primal promises. She keep making me promises.
I wanna fuck you like an animal. It ain't my fault, I'm an animal. You keep showing me the best of you. I see pies and thighs, we smoke vegetables, and I'm drawn right into your plans. All tracks lead right into your pants. Eyes on me like I was your man. What you want, I don't understand. I'm caught in the grip of your feels. You throw it back and I'm swole from the thrill. Setting up to play like we deep in the field. Placing a dart in my heart cause you skilled. Pull on my string to expose on my soul. Joystick me crazy cause you want control. Using your assets to earn a payroll. Quit teasing your honey is dripping like gold. You cold. Primal promises. She keep making me promises. Primal promises. She keep making me promises. Primal promises. She keep making me promises. Primal promises. She keep making me promises.
Sexual tension in the air. I wanna pull on all of your hair. I wanna fuck you while you in the air. Legs wrapped around me while I feel on your dairy. Yeah, I wanna study your body, test all your limits. Put you in some difficult compromising positions. Probably shit that's never, ever been invented. Nookie dripping wet like a ripe honeydew melon. Ass so fat, I wanna rip all the tights. Eat you up like I haven't eaten in months since 69. Kiss you while I'm thrusting in you. Nice breasts, I lift the dick and suck on your nipples. Pleasure me now, that's what I call lipstick. Lion, tiger, spears, cause I'm animalistic. Fuck you anywhere, and I know you addicted. She said, how you know? I told her, cause I am so gifted.
Primal promises. She keep making me promises. 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 Primal promises. She keep making me promises.
See, you ain't even ready for this. I'ma put that thing on you, boy. You can play if you want. I'ma take you home. Ooh, I'ma put that thing on you. I'ma put that work on you. Surfboard, surfboard. I'ma put that work on you. You want it? I'ma break it down. You can remember my name. You can remember my name.
Promises. She keep making me promises. Primal 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 promises. She keep making me promises.
Yo, what's good, man? There's a lot of people hating out there, trying to bring you down. When all you're trying to do is just move up in the world. A lot of haters, man. But just gotta shake it off.
Every day we go,
not stress.
every day we go, closer to
life is a gift.
closer to the sun. Every day we go,
just do you.
Every day we go, closer to the sun. Closer to the sun.
So
fun.
Down to death, my skin is hot. Watch the devil tempt me when I walk up in the spot. Shorty in my ear like, yeah, she wanna fuck. You already know what I wanted to do first. Suck. Yeah, I ain't never stopping. Cause you already know that creepy love stays flocking. But I wanna stay away from them dot goblins. Cause every day I learn there's always something plotting. People always gon' talk shit, but I don't really care about none of that. Cause we don't really care about none of that. People always gon' talk shit, but I don't really care about none of that. Cause we don't give a fuck about none of that.
Every day we go, every day we go, closer to the sun, closer to the sun. Oh fun. Every day we go, every day we go, closer to the sun, closer to the sun. Oh fun.
Yeah. I believe in the masterpiece. We all strive for the things we see, but make believe always bother me. No love for the forgery streets in New York City. Life's far too real on these gritty streets. Like that time speakers pop when them kids got killed for making beats. And yeah, they kept it real 100, never fake about it. Till blood and bone and ribs would go. Till rounds got cracked on heads of stone. But on the subway, I saw your eyes and you turned the other way. Yeah, you heard me call your name. name, but you couldn't observe me. I'm still up in the game, and of course it hurt me to see your life burning flames. How could you blame me for the way that you behave? So caught in the trap days, speeding the highway, skirting the outcome, hiding behind shades.
People always gonna talk shit, but I don't really care about none of that, cause we don't really care about none of that. People always gonna talk shit, but I don't really care about none of that, cause we don't give a fuck about none of that.
Every day we go, closer to the sun, closer to the sun, for fun. Every day we go, closer to the sun, closer to the sun, for fun. Every day we go, closer to the sun, closer to the sun, for fun.
Did you read the article in the Daily Post this morning?
No, it's getting
No. It was about this American band. Apparently they stole their music. Villainous, absolutely villainous.
Oh, it's complete abominations.
Complete abomination. Hooligans.
They say one thing, they mean another. It's barbaric.
Totally barbaric.
Absolutely barbaric.
Apparently what happened is the label that they signed with were really, really furious at them because they stole all the music and they released it.
Oh, it's disgusting what people come up with nowadays.
It's wretched.
Hola, hermoso. Hola, chula, ¿cómo estás?
Extrañándote.
¿Cómo estás, mi amor?
¿Cómo estás?
Estoy bien, chula.
Loca por verte. Me haces mucha falta. Darte mucho besito.
Yo quiero verte también.
Cuando te veo.
Esta noche.
Ok.
Ok, te veo ahorita.
Baby girl, let's take a trip to the lake. Let's chill and just live and vibe out. You already know how the city get. Let's dip and let's hide out, girl. You is the baddest, she is the baddest. The way that she talks and she smiles. A woman from Brooklyn, good looking, she wanna be with you for show. Baby girl, I wanna take you around the world, live life on private planes. I wanna see you in the pool, cause the shape of your ass is so perfectly framed. Girl, I know that you wanna please me, like Mariah, give me honey. Shorty, what's up? I know you a freak and she always honey. But she really, she honest. She working, she ballin'. My baby girl, she is smart and funny, and she be having me rollin'. The way that she move and she break me off, I think I am ballin'. She never been with a dude like me, and she gets to wake up with a baller. Baby, good morning. It's 9 in the morning. I love how you wake up and jump on the wood, you be trembling, moaning. Girl, when you on it, I love when you on it. Girl with that long hair, that big booty, if that cookie is awesome. I know that she love me. She throw it back on me. And she doing whatever it takes to keep me interested, and I love it. Baby, I know this. We live for the moments. And I wanna make you mine for the long haul because you are so important.
Maria, please don't stare. Give me your hand. Show me that you care.